Christy Briggs, you are our Caregiver of the Year.
Well, you totally caught me off guard. You did. Definitely a surprise. No, you're doing it the wrong way. What the hell is this? Greatly appreciate the honor. No research project. Okay.
Christy Briggs, we are so excited and honored to name you our Caregiver of the Year. Woo! That is such an honor for us. That is, for Home Instead, that is the largest award that we give across all of our franchises in North America. So you are named our Caregiver of the Year, and that means you are one of the best out of 65,000 plus caregivers. You are named to be one of the best. And so you are our nominee, and that is such an honor. So thank you for all that you do, for all that you give to our clients. Thank you for your heart and for how you give of yourself every day for our clients. And it is just such a great thing that we get to give this award to you. And just to top it all off, we're so excited that you're going to get to hear all the wonderful stories that brought you to the surface when you about who could be our Caregiver of the Year. So we got together as an office and we thought, who, out of all of our 150 caregivers, who is the right one to name our Caregiver of the Year? Well, it was very easy. The stories started coming and the memories of things happening started to surface, and your name kept coming up as being the top of our list. And so we're excited that now you get the chance to hear about those stories from your clients and from us in the office. So enjoy.
And I'll start. Christy, every time I hear your name, it's associated with a positive story. The one that comes to mind at the moment, because it was fairly recent, was when you sent in a message to the office letting us know exactly how your client needed to be cared for, down to getting to the shower, what to use in the shower. It was amazing. I just felt like if I was the next caregiver going in, taking your place, I would know exactly what to do. And that's one of the things that makes you the best, is that you are a team player, you're detailed, you communicate, and we so appreciate that.
Qualities which make a caregiver are so valuable, tangible, and intangible that they can be possessed by any human on the planet. The qualities of a caregiver are unmistakable and can be felt, not just seen, by the person with whom care is directed. Christy not only embodies but exudes what it means to be a caregiver. The qualities of a caregiver are intrinsic to Christy. It is not just what she does, it is who she is. Christy joined Home Instead in 2013 following retirement, ready for a new challenge assisting seniors with her capabilities. At the time of her onboarding, Christy stated, "I love meeting new people, having a positive attitude, and wearing a smile every day can brighten someone's day. This sounds like the perfect fit for me." We have found repeatedly over the last 7 years and over 9,000 service hours to our clients that it was not just the capabilities to assist seniors that she brought to our team, it is her compassion, loyalty, and advocacy for her clients which define her. Christy has lived and breathed her words through every shift she has worked and the 23 clients that she has cared for. She is a fierce companion and advocate for her clients. Whatever their needs are, she will go above and beyond to see that they are met. The customer service that Christy delivers for the client is the gold standard for Home Instead.
A recent example of going above and beyond occurred when we got a call from Christy's client saying her furnace had gone out and she wanted to let the caregiver know not to come. This came after a strong north front had come through and left 3 inches of snow on the ground overnight. Christy responded to the notice with, "I have a little space heater I can take and I'll turn her oven on. I will still go and see what I can get done. She's going to stay there, so I'll just bundle up and wear lots of warm clothes. Thank you for letting me know ahead of time. This is a great example of her can-do, won't-quit attitude. Christy is with one of our clients in a facility and found out one of the other residents was an author and had written a book of short stories full of anecdotes and experiences as the wife of a farmer/rancher in Nebraska. Christy secured a copy of the book, and each shift would read one of the stories. Christy and her client reminisce about old times and compare how life is now to back at the time they were written. She said they share a lot of memories and laughs reflecting back on life on a farm. This client is struggling to retain memories, so going back to examples and stories which remind him of when he was younger are a great opportunity for him to relive precious memories.
A great situation which highlights her fierce advocacy for her clients is with the beloved client she had who passed earlier this year. The client was in a facility, and Christy advocated professionally but clearly that her client had needs around her washing machine, laundry, and even when her client's health was declining. She wouldn't let anyone there off the hook to be sure the utmost care and compassion was being delivered in a timely manner to her client. She made frequent calls to the office to update us on changes in her client's condition and the needed cares for a gentle end of life for her client. Another great example of her can-do attitude is when she entered the apartment of her client. She found her with her arms injured and painful. Christy declared, "Oh honey, your arms." Christy realized the client had been using her husband's walker, and the arms of the walker were rubbing and causing injury to the client. Christy asked for some soft fabric, and when the client said she didn't have any, Christy asked for mittens. She attached the mittens to the walker, bringing immediate relief. The next shift, Christy showed up with thick foam and some cotton ties. She removed the mittens and created a more permanent solution with the foam. Her client said it is still working to this day. This client says Christy always gives everything and gives her best.
Her communication with the office is top-notch. She updates the team with client changes and always keeps them top of mind. During the time of COVID, Christy would alert us when any client facility were out of supplies. She would update the office so we could ensure other caregivers had the necessary supplies. She is loyal to her clients, and when their needs change and they require more hours, she steps up and asks, "Where do you need me?" She works outside her normal hours and availability to make sure her people are comfortable and cared for. Christy had the opportunity to care for the father of one of our caregivers. He had Alzheimer's and was on hospice. When Christy found out his favorite food was biscuits and gravy, she showed up for the next shift with a plate of homemade biscuits and gravy for him. Clear communication on the routines and care her clients want and expect is important to Christy. She leaves very detailed lists around the client's care when she is going to be on vacation. She wants to ensure the client is well cared for, but also wants to set her coworkers up for success by letting them know the normal routine for the client.
Christy attends caregiver functions offered by Home Instead, including luncheons, award banquets, picnics, focus groups, you name it, and she's there. Over her 7 years with Home Instead, Christy has impacted 23 lives with her smile, heart, and hands. It is one thing to reflect on the asset that Christy is to her office and caregiving team, but to reflect on what she means to the client is immeasurable. Those tangible and intangible qualities that were mentioned of getting a task done and being a bright and joyful spot for the client is just amazing. One of the things that has been realized during the COVID pandemic is the danger and difficulty of isolation. The isolation is often a reality for seniors without a threat to their health, but it has been even more true during the pandemic. That in turn has highlighted the incredible life-enhancing value that a Home Instead caregiver brings each day around the globe to seniors. Christy is an amazing example of changing the face of aging. Her loyalty and compassion are an example for all of us.
Yeah.
I never would expect this.
No,
You absolutely deserve it, so.
So just to say, Christy, thank you so much. Those stories were just a part of the amazing things that you've done for Home Instead over your years here. And I'm not sure if you caught this, but you were highlighted about one of the 65,000 plus caregivers that we have across North America. And so this is such a great honor for us to nominate you among a few, very few group across the country for being our Caregiver of the Year. And so all that you've done, you've made such an impact in so many lives. And just thanks so much for your heart and sharing it with us and with our clients. And you make a huge impact.
Thank you very much. I'm very humbled by this award. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, we've got some flowers for you.
Wow. Gift. Everybody loves flowers, although they're beautiful.
Yes, we're
I hear
Christmas.
you like red.
Yes, right.
Everything Oscars.
A little plaque there for you.
Okay, very nice.
Paul and Lori signed, and Brittany
Okay.
and I did as well.
Okay.
And we have a little card and gift for you.
Okay.
And then some flowers.
Oh, I appreciate that so much.